Hello, everyone, and welcome to a terrifying new episode of, what is this show called? Oh, Taste Test. I don't know why I wanted to say week in review, but it's definitely Taste Test. I guess I'm just so scared about today's item that I can't think straight. Oh, God. I saw this. We'll get into it in a minute. If you like content like this, you should scroll down, subscribe, ring that bell, make sure you're notified when I post new videos. Taste Test every Saturday, 6 a.m. Pacific time is when that posts. You can catch random gameplay stuff every other, Sunday through Friday. And then at 1 p.m. every single day of the week, I have sports videos going up. Currently in the baseball season, almost done with it. There's, I think a week from today will be the last game of the regular season. Then we'll get into the playoffs and see how that shakes out. And then we'll, I'm sure, move on to more sports afterwards. But keep that number going up. Scroll down, subscribe, ring that bell. And I'm gonna figure out a way to prolong this intro because I'm very nervous to eat today's item, and that is a Reese's potato chip big cup, which I found at a Dollar Tree, and was actually in fact $1. It wasn't like hey, this is 59 cents or whatever. This was a full-on dollar that I spent on this. I knew that these had existed, but I didn't try too hard to find them because, as I mentioned in a previous episode of Taste Test not too long ago, I do not like when food touches or is mixed. And so obviously I went out and I bought a food that is mixed and touches. And not only is mixed and touches, but is two things that shouldn't even be anywhere near each other in the first place. I can accept a Reese's peanut butter cup. I can accept a Kit Kat, wafers covered in chocolate or peanut butter and chocolate. I can understand that. I get that. That's why I'm okay with pizza. People are always like, how do you eat this? How do you eat that? Well, because that's how it's made. Okay? I can understand the fundamental layers of it. Okay? I get that. I mix milk and cereal all the time. All right? I get that. I understand it. It's when weird things get combined, like my cousin one time dipping an M&M in ranch because he said he hadn't tried it before. That's not even a made-up story. That's real. And I watched it happen. And there was part of me that was like, but you could do it too. And then the other part of me was like, all right. No, you can't. You know you can't. Anyway, this actually might have been a better episode, or a better treat, better item, that's the word I'm looking for, as a trick or a treat for Halloween, but instead we're a couple weeks past it. I only bought this like a week ago, so I didn't even really have it in time for Halloween. This would have been a really good Halloween, hey, do you hate children? Do you want to just give them something that'll make them theoretically miserable? Or maybe happy, and then maybe you don't interact with that child anymore because they might be, odd, You don't want to judge people, but at the same time, if they like potato chips and peanut butter and chocolate, maybe. Anyway, God, I'm really stalling for time. This is the fastest intro I've ever had. There have been intros where I've looked at the time on the recording in OBS, and it's 9 minutes, and I haven't even thought about opening the product yet. I think the Angry Orchards, that was a long time. That took a while to get going. And this one, I just don't have any, I've burned all my funny stories. I burned the story about the going to see the movie and the lady putting M&Ms in her popcorn. That would have been a great story for this. Would have been fantastic. Nope, it's gone. It's gone. I've already used it. So here we go. To my mom, who says I never try anything new, here I'm going to try something new. Actually, all of these, to be fair, new items. I understand what she's saying. I'm not trying to be a jerk or anything. I understand that I'm not great at trying new things. This is just a variant of something I've already tried. It's two things that I already know that I do or do not like. Potato chips, fine. Reese's peanut butter cups, fine. Together, I don't know. That's why you clicked on this video. I wish I had more to say. Oh boy. Alright, so we have the big cup, the Reese's big cup, which I'm not the biggest fan of. I think it's a little too skewed in the peanut butter direction. I think what the Reese's peanut butter cup does perfectly is that balance of peanut butter and chocolate. I think they have it nailed. They do have the peanut butter lovers and the chocolate lovers. I don't know if those are a consistent item or if they're a seasonal thing that they brought back a couple of different times to see if they can get it to stick. But I went slightly more on the the chocolate lover's side, because I like the hint of peanut butter, but I think peanut butter is very strong and can overtake, and that's why I don't typically eat the big cups. So we're not off on the strongest foot with this, just from a purely like taking my food weirdness out of it. Just from the this sort of thing, I don't really like the big cup. However, I will say I do enjoy a Kit Kat Big Cat. So it is, or an Oreo double stuff. You can take the middle part of a thing, double it, or make it more prominent, and it can be okay. I just think the peanut butter overpowers. So it's one Reese's cup here in the typical wrapping. Which is why I pointed out that it was actually $1. Usually, like, the smaller candy bars are like 69 or 89 cents or something like that. They're not quite the $1. And I thought that maybe these would be like 50 cents, but they were the full $1. That's okay. I don't know. I saw them, I grabbed them, I bought them, and now here we are taste testing them. I've crushed the sides on accident. Give it a smell. It's entirely a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup smell. There is no hint of potato chip. You could honestly just give this to a child that you don't enjoy, or a person that you don't like. I don't know why I'm stuck on tricking children. I think I've just got too much Halloween on the brain. You could give this to just a normal human that you don't enjoy, and watch them sweat, I guess. Hey, here's this peanut butter cup. I opened it, I've had too much chocolate today. You give it to them with a little glove on, so they don't think any funny business is up. And then they eat it. Maybe they're miserable. I don't know. Sounds like a fun prank. Not for me. Don't pull that on me. Just stop talking and eat the goddamn Reese's, please. See, now we've bumped it up to 7 minutes. Now we're here. Okay. Oh, God. I don't like the thought of this. My stomach hurts just thinking about the fact that there's potato chips in potato chips in this. People are going to think, boy, Sean, you're really dramatic in your acting. I'm not. I might be being a little dramatic. Not acting, though. Oh. Nope. Oh, good God. Ugh. Oh, no. Ugh. Oh. Oh, I hate this. Oh, I hate it so much. I don't like the texture. I don't like anything about this. Oh. The chips are so salty. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Only give this to kids or adults you hate. Oh. Nope. Why does this exist? Who made this? And I know before you even put the comment down there, well, Sean, you bought it, so that's why they made it. Oh. See, the flavors, let's look at this from, oh God. Let's look at this from I don't even have like a Reese's to like wash this down. I just ate that and now it's just kind of like, now what? Okay. Ooh. So you bite into it and you hit the chips, and the chips super crunchy, which throws everything off for me personally. At the start, it's a texture problem. I know what I want from chocolate. I know what I want from peanut butter. I eat things, and sometimes it's not even like the flavor necessarily that gets me. It's just I don't like the texture of it. I don't personally enjoy like a no-bake cookie because I don't like the texture of it. It's not necessarily the flavor. It's not. It hits my tongue and I just go, No, thank you. I don't. I'm out. So that's the problem for me, is hitting that crunch and having it just like ruin everything. Then you get where you start to chew it and you get the flavors, right? So you get the chocolate and the peanut butter that you know and love. And then just the extreme saltiness of the chips that they used, which I would guess would just be kind of like a Lay's potato chip. I mean, that's what it looks like on the package. I guess this one's more of like a Ruffles. It's just a plain kind of basic potato chip, right? I don't know how all that shows. Can you focus, please? Can you focus? Can you focus? The camera focus so I don't have to talk about this anymore, so I don't have to feel like I want to throw up. So it... Oh, God. It was just a burp, but I thought it was going to be more. It's like a Lay's potato chip, and like it's like the saltiest version of like a Lay's or Ruffles potato chip. I mean, Ruffles is a Lay's. It's just a different variant. I don't really need to get hung up on semantics right now. Power through. That saltiness is so overpowering, and it makes what I already hate about the texture like even worse, where it like really pronounces itself. If it was like a thing where it's like, oh, this is like a crunch and it's like kind of a weird texture, but it's not super powerful in the flavor, and it feels like a dumb like, oh, here's this stupid gimmicky thing, and like, whatever, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But these are like super salty, like the saltiest ones they could find that they salted again and like really made sure that they were extra flavorful and just crushing through the peanut butter and the chocolate and making it a whole miserable mess in my mouth. That might be one of the worst things I've put in my mouth. I don't want to think about that. How many, like, I mean, go back to like the turkey chips that I had that made me want to vomit. We're at that level. That was more of a taste thing rather than a texture thing, because I like kettle chips, but we're there. Where like I bit into it and it was awful from the get-go. If you see these, don't eat them. Don't even think about it. Don't think, oh, this is a funny joke, unless you're giving it to a child or an adult human you don't like. Gotta stop leading with child on that. Just humans, just regular adults. You're gonna give it to your buddy Frank because you don't particularly enjoy Frank. I mean, you can stockpile some for next year. Give it to some trick or treat kids, because boy, is that a trick or a treat. You might love it, you might hate it. I can't recommend these at all. I mean, it's hard to argue because I spent $1 on it. So it's like, you look at it and you go, well, why'd you put it out? Well, because you bought it. All right. You know, I bought it, but I'm here doing the chocolate Lord's work. Okay. The chocolate God came down from on high, said, Sean, you need to review chocolates on the internet for the good people there that subscribe to your channel. youtube.com/ShaunosaurusRex. They said, be sure to tell them to subscribe. They ring that bell. Okay. So I'm doing the chocolate Lord's work here. All right. Letting you know not to ever eat this. Just don't eat it. It's bad. Or maybe my reaction was so heinous, so dramatic, that you'd like to submit it A, for an Oscar nomination, but B, you have that weird mentality that I do where you can't be really neutral on anything. You have to either love it or absolutely despise it. Then I'll care. You can't you can't tell me something and be like, I was okay. I'll be like, okay, that's fine. I'll move on. If you tell me, man, that was the worst thing ever, or that was the best thing ever, then you'll pique my interest. I remember Brussels sprout soda. Jones Soda used to put out holiday packs that were like a turkey dinner. And it had all kinds of different ones. It had like some fun stuff like cranberry sauce. That was like a flavor of soda. It also had turkey and gravy and Brussels sprouts. And we tried the Brussels sprout soda. And it's like 3 kids and my dad wanting to gag because it's really bad. However, when the first person drinks it and goes, oh my God, that's horrible, everyone else goes, oh my gosh, I have to try that. Maybe that's how you'll feel about this. You should just let me know down in the comments below what you thought of this, or why you thought this was good or bad. Maybe don't tell me why it was bad. Just tell me why you did what you enjoyed, and if you'd like to try these. I found these at a Dollar Tree in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. They might have been part of the Halloween stuff, like candy stuff. They might be gone now. I was only over there a week ago. I have not seen them anywhere else. So you might be a little bit out of luck. If you find any, I guess let me know where you found them. And if you feel like you dodged a bullet, let me know down there. Whew. It can't get any worse, right? It can't go downhill from here. I think I have a good one for next week, so fingers crossed. Stick around for that. Scroll down, subscribe, ring that bell. Taste Test airs every Saturday. 6 a.m. is when it posts. And then there's a baseball game you can watch at 1 p.m. every single day. Right here, youtube.com/SeanSourceRex. I guess if you say it 3 times, maybe you'll do it. Subscribe, ring the bell. Subscribe, ring the bell. Subscribe, ring the bell. There you go. Thank you so much for watching. I need to go get the taste of this out of my mouth. This has been another episode of Taste Test. You're welcome, Chocolate God. I hope I have pleased you. God, that was so bad. So bad. Oh my goodness.